Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and also Sagittarius Rising. Weekly general tarot reading January 17th up until January 23rd, 2022. I'm sorry. And if you do want to go right ahead and skip the tarot draw for your star sign, use the timestamp in the description down below. Other than that, if you do enjoy the content here on the channel and you do wish to support us, just leave a like, subscribe, and as well hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of our weekly uploads. Alright, so with that being said, let's make the draw. Alright, so the first card for you, that is to be the Four of Pentacles, followed by the second card, which stands as the Ten of Pentacles. Moving next for you, Sagittarius, that is going to be the Strength card. The fourth card for you, that stands as the Sun, and the last card for you, Sagittarius, this is going to be the Six of Cups. All right, so we do have those five cards, and now let's go right ahead and jump into the reading itself. Alright guys, so you can see your spread on the screen here, and right off the back, this is going to be a week with a really good finisher, and that could be seen here in those couple of cards which are the manifestation of the week at its very end, and the start isn't going to be bad as well. Now, quite a few things are bound to happen into the mid phase of the week, the mid stage of the week. We can see that in between these two cards, and right here I'm gonna go ahead and speculate that, especially for you guys who are single, that very well may be the return of an ex. And when I say ex, I don't mean the ex that you despise, okay? That could be an ex that you had 20 years ago, that you even forgot that person existed, and they just appear, and it kind of puts quite of a warm feelings in your heart seeing that person coming into your life, playing a certain role one more time. But overall, at the mid stages of the week, you are to see quite of a comfortable environment, and as well an incentive to make quite a good investments as well. It is just these how can I put it into words, these predisposals that you are going to have at the middle of the week. They are going to vary from Sagittarius to Sagittarius, but all of them are going to finish with a incentive to look forward into the future, quite passionate outlook, you know, and in generally looking forward for what is to happen and what is coming, what is to come out from from these endeavors. So starting up the week here with the Four of Pentacles, it's a really good starter. It is because that card shows that at the start of the week you are to see that all of your endeavors and enterprises, they are in check, in a sense of that they are insured, secured, and you can look forward into the future knowing that there will be no shenanigans coming around, either career-wise or either relationship-wise, and that is the very reason why you are to set yourself in a rather comfortable and enjoying state right at the start of the week here. And rest assured with this card, it is that should you see any plights coming, okay, should you see any, how can I put it into words, any remnants of a problem that may appear into the future, having that card, you are to take a precautionary measures right at the start of the week. And having such a good starter here, having such a how can I put it into words, well, secured, okay, so having such a secured environment, that leads you to the Ten of Pentacles, which is the forward card. And with the Ten of Pentacles, depending on how big your security is and where that security falls, because for some of you it will be security into your relationship, for others it's going to be a security into your finances. That will put you into a state of wanting to make a certain investments, either investments with money or either investments with emotions as well. Those investments, the incentive for these investments is going to be the independence that you are going to feel at that point, like independence where you don't have to think about what will happen if things go south, right? But also 10 of Pentacles, it is when somebody from your past is about to come around and it's about to show up, and that's why I said that that could be a returnal of an ex of yours. It doesn't have to be an ex, but for those who are single, that is the most likely how can I put it into words, the most likely scenario that is to take place. And you do hold the power to decide what you want to do with it. I mean, if you don't want to do anything, if you don't want to have anything to do with this person, you are free not to interact with them. If you do want to give it a go, again, you are free to interact with them. It is entirely up to you what you want to do with all that. And at this toward mid stages of the week, you are highly likely to find yourself in a quite comfortable environment. In fact, sometimes that is quite dangerous state, because people being so comfortable with their surroundings and seeing no problems around them whatsoever start losing foresight for what problems may come forward into the future. Rest assured, for you at least, there will be no problems at least throughout this particular week moving forward. And right after you set yourself for such an unpleasant experience, the Strength card comes about, and that is the result of this pleasant experience. What I mean is the passion for outlook for the future. The Strength card also, it's a card showing that you may set some kind of a goal / challenge, because the Strength card is always associated with perseverance. Okay, you have to persevere through something. It doesn't have to be a struggle, it could be just a toil, but regardless of it, you will have to persevere through it. And in fact, at that stage, you are to be so convinced that you are on the right track with your life that you wouldn't feel the need, and as well, how can I put it into words? Again, I'm going to use that word. You ain't going to feel the incentive to ask anybody for their approval, like for example your family for approval about what you are to do, okay, your partner in life, for example, for approval about what your decision is. It's just you are to be so convinced that what you are doing is right, and it is right, at least for you, okay, that you will allow your actions to speak louder than your words. And also at the middle of the week, that is a point where you are to gather up all the, I don't know, maybe stubbornness, it is how we have to put it here, because whatever you are after as a grand scheme of your life, as a grand goal, that is the moment where you do gather up the courage and as well the stubbornness not to walk away from it, through that conviction that you are doing the right thing, that you are on the right track with all you do, career-wise and as well relationship-wise. And lastly, with the Strength card, should that be about the returnal of an ex of yours and you decide to give it a go, okay, you can expect quite of a exhilarating and quite of a passionate enterprises to take place in between you two. And as well with the Strength card, it's very possible that you may jump into a intimate action right away. But after such a portion of a week where you are actually positioning yourself in a very, very good place, towards the end of the week you're going to start feeling the need to start sharing your fortune with people around you, okay, with your colleagues at work, for example, with your neighbors, with your friends. That can be seen into the Sun card, because while this card, it is a sign that you are going to be very happy, because that's what the Sun is standing for, right? Happiness. But that happiness comes through the shared and mutual happiness. What I'm trying to say, it is that when you do make somebody happy, you feel happy from that thing. And thus, towards the end of the week, should you have any arguments with somebody, any clashes, you know, scandals or fights, any relationships that are set into ill position, you can expect them to recuperate, them to amend. You can expect as well to improve significantly the relationships you have into your social circle, friendships. And also it's time where you are about to make your family, either bloodline family or a current family you have, you know, like in between you and your wife or husband, quite happy with your presence, with your actions as well, with your endeavors in general. But on the grand scheme of things, towards the middle of the week, you are to see how expanding energies of growth you have forward in front of you. It is because you did the right thing, obviously, with the previous cards, like we said over here, okay, in the Strength card and the Ten of Swords. Should you make any investment, you are to see that those investments are actually killing it, okay. And thus the card allows you to improve and grow naturally. Naturally, I mean just follow the path that you have chosen. You don't have to kind of like figure out something new to do and something else, you know, to try out here. And also the card may be a sign for a future monetary success that it is coming up your way. And at the end of the week, it is just with the Six of Cups, we can see truly the happiness that you are going to experience from the job well done for throughout the week here. With the Six of Cups, guys, the job is going to give you pleasure. Your connections and your relationships that you are going forward are going to give you pleasure. The deeds or the enterprises that you are after also are going to be quite exciting and quite exhilarating. The card also speaks about the enjoyment of anything that it is going on around you. I mean, you are going to even enjoy just watching some kind of a movie. It just, life is going to be pleasantry. And if you are in a relationship, okay, for example, you give it a go with that ex that may appear, okay, or you just have a person that you are intimately related with, you can expect that towards the end of the week your connection is going to be from a more intimate to more emotional, which does not exclude the intimacy as well, but it is just is going to, you will become more connected, so to speak, physically and as well emotionally. And so with that being said, Sagittarius, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are hopefully going to see each other around. Until then, bye.